Oh, and it sank due to excessive fire. That wasn't expected, but I will definitely take it. I would call that excessive. Hey guys, Quicksilver Gaming here, bringing you another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. This is our 1920s German campaign, and it is March 1939. We are currently at war with Austria-Hungary, and we have a few battles left over from the last episode that we need to take care of. The first one is this battle against a heavy cruiser and some transport ships. Usually I wouldn't take a light cruiser and a destroyer against a heavy cruiser, but this heavy cruiser doesn't have a lot of armor on it, and I think I've faced one of these before, and our light cruiser did make fairly quick work of it, so we will try our best to take out this convoy, and let's dive right on in. Here we are out at sea. Yeah, okay, so it's set to follow. I think that is the best course of action right here. Radar says their fleet is to the east, and more specifically this direction. Well, radar might be a tad bit off. What is this? That might be their transport ships. So it's a well-armed cruiser for sure, just not a lot of armor. And hopefully we'll be able to take it out. I believe our ally here is a Greek ship. Oh no, it's one of ours. I might be thinking of a different mission. There's one of the two missions has a Greek ship. But what's going on here? Really put us really far apart, but engagement should be starting soon. Yep, the Schwalbe is starting to fire. Nice thing is that ship shouldn't have any smoke, so we don't have to deal with that. Looks like we've already started a fire on board their ship. However, their 8.1-inch shells, if they connect, will do... Oh, already a hit. They could do devastating damage to us. So I am quite nervous about that, to be honest. We do have some nice fires on board the enemy ship. I think we will just turn into these torpedoes to avoid them. And I think our destroyer is also getting some nice hits on. We aren't doing a lot of damage, unfortunately, but we are... I think we're doing enough damage. Okay, there's a flooding hit. I am terrified of one of those 8.1s actually hitting our ship. That was so close. I wonder if our destroyer will launch torpedoes. Oh, and it sank due to excessive fire. That wasn't expected, but I will definitely take it. I would call that excessive. I would very much call that excessive. Oh boy. Yeah, that thing is engulfed in flames, so, you know, HE spam. Oops, I didn't mean for that to happen. No, and I definitely don't want you to be the lead ship. Holy cow. Alright, let's go take out these poor little transports. This is where you wish you could go times 10, because there's nothing interesting that will happen over here. I think we will hit them from the starboard side. Their port, our starboard. Alright, already getting some amazing hits on the enemy. Our light cruisers are just absolutely designed to shred transport ships, destroyers, light cruisers, and even heavy cruisers that don't have a lot of armor. Really cool to see our ship dismantle that ship that quickly, though. I'm quite a fan of that. Ship has a lot of main guns and a lot of secondary guns. What is that? So, should be 12 guns, 12 turrets total, 6 on each side. And they fire really, really fast. 19.72 rounds per minute. They're sort of historical 1.5-inch guns for the German Navy, and then the main guns, 5.9 is sort of a historical caliber, to an extent for the Germans. Obviously there's exceptions, and different ships might have had those calibers instead of light cruisers, but it's fun to put some historical precedence into your fleet, even if the fleet's not historically accurate. And here you have it. We lost 6 crews, so 6 letters will be sent out to the poor sailors. And, Sankt George. What a name. Dornbin. How did our ship fare in terms of accuracy? 29% and 22%. Not too shabby. We did take an 8-inch hit, but thankfully it only dealt 110 damage and didn't really cause a flooding hit, which is... that hit's very fortunate it didn't cause a flooding hit right at the prow of our ship, right at the front and at the bottom, so good battle there. Second battle should be quite interesting. It is light cruiser on light cruiser, destroyer on destroyer. But as I mentioned previously, this destroyer is one of our old ones because it is a Greek destroyer, so it's not that good of a destroyer. But hopefully, with how our light cruiser is designed, we can take out their light cruiser quite quickly. This light cruiser, however, looks better than the heavy cruiser we just fought, so... I mean, the Köln, it is a veteran ship. It has seen a lot of action. Hopefully it can see the light of day after this battle. Here we are at sea, just pointing our ships in the direction of the radar ping. It says to the northeast. We could probably go times 30. Drop us down. I wish it would allow times 10. Especially seeing as we are over 20 kilometers away. Let's take a quick peek at their ship. It's an okay design. That mid-turret's weird to me. Oh, that's on a bar bat on the turret. Or on the tower. Little odd there. Lots of torpedo tubes. I mean, that's not odd for a World War I ship, but that's not a World War I hull. I think we will turn to the starboard side. Who is this? That's the cruiser. Okay. Show our full broadside to the enemy. And hope we start smacking it. They've popped smoke, we'll pop smoke. Just to make it that much harder for them to engage it. Ooh, ammo detonation and a torpedo hit. Did we launch torpedoes? They got a nice hit on us, but that ammo detonation... oh, man, we crushed that ship. I think... oh my... oh, no, no, no. Oh, God. I think their destroyer... oh, no, 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 no. Not the Köln. I think their destroyer might have hit their own ship. Oh, this is bad. Oh, boy. Come on, get out of that torpedo salvo. Oh, I think we made it. Yes! Man. I don't know if we should continue. They do have a conning tower hit, but I definitely think that that torpedo hit was a friendly fire incident. Well, maybe not. Our destroyer is launching torpedoes left and right. Does our ship not have... Oh, no, it doesn't. I don't know if the Colne... We should probably detach you off, and you should probably retreat. And maybe you should retreat too. I think we've done our damage. I don't want to lose our light cruiser. Well, we just got some hits on it. This is... Can it fire... No. Can only sort of fire front or rear because of the angle of the ship. Secondary guns are getting shots off. And a flooding hit right there. Yeah, the angle of the list means there's only a very specific angle we can... Although this seems to be the angle. This is so weird that we have to angle our ship like this. I wonder if any front-facing... Our list seems to not be as bad. We do have small caliber weapons that are able to fire. It's just our turrets that aren't able to fire. They are struggling. I wonder if our turrets can shoot at this angle, maybe? And they sunk. Due to heavy flooding. Wow. That torpedo barrage was not good. Alright, so let's see the turrets. This is the Colne. Took a torpedo hit. Oh, so, sorry, damage dealt. That's what I'm looking for. 3 ricochet, 2 pens. Yeah, that looks like it was a friendly fire incident, that torpedo. On the turrets. 3 torpedo hits. The ammo detonation was definitely us, but that torpedo was friendly fire. Well, that ammo detonation might have been the torpedo, actually. Holy moly. Yeah, I think their destroyer caused a friendly fire incident. That's hilarious. Because we definitely didn't deal the damage that it says damage received, so that's funny. Or damage dealt 15k. Or it hit itself. 5 torpedo hits? Is it possible to hit yourself with a torpedo? That's hilarious. I think it actually hit itself with its torpedo. I have to go back and watch that. That's crazy. That's hilarious. Oh boy. So a few months have gone by since our last few battles. It's now May 1939. A bunch of our ships should be rolling off the dockyards and being commissioned. And I'll show you maybe some stuff after this battle, but looks like we've caught a large cruiser fleet, and it's not going to go well for them. Of course, we have to dodge torpedoes, but yeah. Oh, they have a Wolfsburg. That's cheating. They are stealing our names. Too bad the Wolfsburg, the real Wolfsburg, isn't in there. I guess, you know, the Austrians, they speak a lot of the same language as the Germans, I think. I could be very wrong in that, but I think there's a lot of German-speaking people in that area. Anyways, let's get on with the battle before I say more incorrect things. Alright, here we are on the battlefield. Of course, things are already happening here. I want to try and create 2 lines here. Unfortunately, I think our ships are going to collide. Let's go ×2, ×3. But basically, I put all my battleships together. The Battlecruiser is set to follow the battleships. And then the cruisers just sort of... I want to work on controlling multiple battle lines at once. So I just need the cruisers to form up properly here. I don't need you to be tight. So I think the battle lines forming nicely. Just going to have the cruisers sort of go in a circle for the time being as they form up, because they are faster. And I think the cruisers can now form a proper screen. Alright, that's their destroyers are heading on in. Of course, because we formed that little circle there, yeah, now they're all too bunched up, so that's a problem. Would be nice. I've seen some things. It would be nice to be able to form proper lines before the battle. Like, what are you guys doing over there? What are you guys doing? Probably need to go on torpedo evasion. That's probably what they were doing, was their torpedo evasion. So that's... not really sure where those torpedoes are going. But that's fine. We will just go back in this line over here. Looks like we have dodged the torpedoes. And we will just do this. And we'll turn with the battleship and just create a line going like so. Everybody's off torpedo evasion. I don't know if we completely screwed this up. Took a long time for our cruisers to get into formation, and our battleships sort of... I mean, they're doing fine. But our cruisers are... I still don't know what our cruisers are doing. What are you guys doing? Can you guys go on loose or something? Like, that's not a battle line, that's a jumbled mess. I'll have to work on that some more. I mean, there's different types of cruisers in the formation, but, I mean, that was absolute destruction. Outside of torpedoes, real no threat. Words. Outside of torpedoes there wasn't really a threat to our ships. So as promised, I would show off what is going on the battle map. So over here, we are invading Austria. I don't think it'll work. We do have superior forces, but we're taking a lot of losses. This was at 7% last turn, now it's at 4%, so I don't know how those percentages work, and this obviously isn't going to work. That's That's a terrible use of manpower there. If I wanted to invade Croatia, I just want to show you how absurd this is. I would need 1,222 604 tons just to have a terrible shot at invading Croatia. So really, we're probably at the point where if Hungary asks for peace, we might give it, just because I don't think they have much of a navy. They have 10 cruisers, 2 destroyers, and 30 submarines. We are blockading them, though, so maybe that'll work out in our favor. Maybe that'll create some sort of economic collapse, and then maybe our ground forces can invade them better, but I don't know, we'll just probably stay the course. Our ships, they don't have much damage on them whatsoever. That battlecruiser fleet's looking fine. This battleship fleet is fine, and this battleship fleet is fine. Where's his cruisers? I feel like we're missing cruisers in that fleet. There should be 6 cruisers per fleet. Alright, I guess I need to go cruiser hunting and find out where those cruisers are, but I won't mess around with that in game. So, I'll be back when more exciting things are happening. Alright, I've been messing around with some various hulls and seeing if I can do anything. I'm a little limited by funnels at the moment and towers, which is really weird seeing as we're 1940. But that's mostly my issue is the funnels and the towers for the Germans are really, really limiting. But here we have a ship using the new hybrid battleship hull. This is theoretically supposed to be the Scharnhorst hull, but since we already have a quote-unquote Scharnhorst type battlecruiser, I just figured I would build my own battlecruiser. Looks basically like every other ship I build for the Germans. I just really like the dual turrets for the Germans, and doing quad turrets. I really like that layout for them, and then going with these 4.1-inch guns, and then 1.5-inch guns. They are triple barrels, though, whereas the secondary 4.1s are dual barrels. This ship does have 12-inch guns, 47 caliber, fires 2 rounds per minute. Once again, my battle cruisers are generally designed to take out heavy cruisers and then like other battle cruisers and maybe even some of the crappier battleships you might see out there. Apparently the name has probably my cat jumping on my keyboard there. So this is the Kaiser class battle cruiser. Displacement of 50,000 tons, speed 32, really good range, maximum bulkheads, all of that stuff is the usual. We only went with a diesel 2 engine. The gas turbine engine, while better, doesn't have the power. So you see it drops the efficiency down by quite a bit. So we'll keep the diesel 2. I like that a lot. AUX 3, Electrohydro 2, Shaft 3, all of that good stuff. Protection is sort of what you expect out of a battle cruiser. Armament, I elected not to go with the increased shells, because we did have one ship have a flash fire, and I don't think at this point in the war the increased shells are worth it, because the battles aren't lasting a long period of time, whereas earlier on in the game you have these really long battles because your ships just struggle to destroy other ships. We are up to 2 powder 3, TNT 4, auto reloading, stereoscopic rangefinder, sonar 3, RDF, Gen 2 radar, and then this thing is an absolute tank. 17-inch main belt, 4 and 4 for aft and 4, 9-inch main deck, 4 and aft is a 4-inch, 6-inch superstructure, which is pretty big for what I usually use. 12.8-inch conning tower, and then citadel armor to sort of match, and then just everything max over here. And once again, as you can see, 12-inch gun, 4.1-inch secondary, 1.5-inch tertiary, and maximum length, just a 1% increase on the 12-inch guns. Just, it dropped them from like 2.04 rounds per minute to 2 rounds per minute. I really like that 2 rounds per minute, especially for a cruiser killer. So this is the Kaiser class battlecruiser. We'll probably start building a bunch of these. I don't know if I will completely replace the Scharnhorst or not. I do like our Scharnhorst class battlecruiser, so it might just be something that I sprinkle in. Maybe this will replace the battlecruisers that are in our battleship fleet. That might be the thing to do. We might just start getting rid of regular cruisers and just run battleships and battlecruisers in our big fleet and kind of do that meta, even though it's a little, it's almost cheesy, but you know, the game sort of forces you in that direction. But anyways, thought I would show that off. After much poking and prodding on February of 1940, it looks like we are going to war with France. This has taken a lot of increased tensions in the political screen to do this. So finally get to do that. War is erupted between Germany and France. This is sort of the faction I wanted to attack the most. That being said, oh cool, they're buying our old battlecruiser. Well, okay, so they're invading Italy. That's fine. That takes a lot of their forces out of the picture. We have a good invasion going against Austria. I wish we would stop this invasion over here, but hopefully we can take Austria. That would be great. What I want to do now, though, is move our battleship fleet. Oh, if we could take Corsica, that would be so awesome. So let's move this battleship fleet there, and let's move this battleship fleet over here, and then might need to move this battlecruiser fleet out to where they were, mainly to that there's some submarines in here. I do need fuel to remain. What am I saying? I need a convoy of fuel to keep these fleets okay. I could actually move that battlecruiser fleet there. That might be the better thing to do, but I don't know if I can actually grab these guys. No, you know what I want to do? I want to move this battlecruiser fleet back over here. That's actually what I want to do. And then we have another fleet over here. I would like to move it about here. We have a battleship refitting. That's fine. We still have 4 battleships, and I think it's all the destroyers. If we get rid of them, that puts us under crew capacity. Yep. Okay. Move them out. And then we have a battlecruiser fleet. Oh god, we have so many ships. Battlecruiser fleet we could move out, and maybe they will engage over here. And basically we have most of our navy out at water. We have some replacement battleships that we were working on refitting, building, and then we're building a bunch of those new Kaiser class battlecruisers. 8 of them, so it'll be 2 per fleet, and we'll see how that goes. So eventually I think what our fleet will be, each fleet is 2 Berlin class battleships, 3 Bismarck class battleships, and 2 Kaiser class battle cruisers, and then we'll see if any regular cruisers can fit into that. But that's the idea there. Well, this is interesting. I usually don't like allies in this game, but I just feel like this is too apt. March 1940, We're the Germans. The Japanese want to become allies with us. Let's just take it for the memes. That's just too apt for where we are in the timeline of the world. So we are now allies with Japan. War erupted between. Oh, we don't care about that. And here we go. Alliance between Germany and the Empire of Japan. There's nothing bad going on here. We just declared war against France. We've been invading Austria-Hungary. Just everybody needs to turn a blind eye to what is going on here. Anyways, more technology coming in. Looks like we have a few battles we can do here. No, we're at war. I'm not selling you stuff or making stuff for you. Get through all of these. Oh my gosh, sometimes there's too many notifications. So there's a convoy battle in here. Oh boy. Well, we can take out that heavy cruiser. So let's fight this. Hopefully things go well, but we've destroyed a few of these heavy cruisers for quite some time now. So that'd be great if we could destroy another one. And here we are out at sea. I think I will have you follow and then go this way, go times 30. Oh, this way? There's the enemy theoretically. Alright. Yeah, we have destroyed this particular type of ship quite a few times. Albeit one of those times, I'm pretty sure the heavy cruiser torpedoed itself. Or took a friendly hit. It was really strange. So let's they did get a hit, but it was a ricochet. That was not great. Let's put you on smoke screen. Our destroyer just took a major flooding hit. But you know what? If they want to hit our destroyer as opposed to our light cruiser, that's perfectly acceptable. We're going to turn into these torpedoes that should completely dodge them. Last time all we did was light their ship on fire. Ooh, that was a big loud hit. Oh, and our destroyer is just really taking a beating here. We might lose that destroyer. Ooh. That was... yeah. Our destroyer is not doing well. Actually, none of our ships are doing well. And our destroyer sunk. Let's smoke screen here because all it's doing is showing its butt to us right now. And let's turn like so, and hopefully that messed up their torpedoes. Looks like it. We are doing a lot of damage to them, but now they get to concentrate. Oh man, those are some big hits. I feel like the volume is suddenly different though in these battles. Hopefully none of our turrets... one of our turrets is gone. Just noticed that. Shouldn't be a major issue as long as we can continue getting some nice hits on this ship. Let's just turn... we need a full broadside on it. Lots of blocks. Looks like our 1.5s are doing really nice damage though. Probably just continuing to create fires on the ship. I think we should win this duel. I don't think that ship has many turrets left that work. I say that, but then we just took some large hits right there. Lots of ricochets happening. Can we go faster? It doesn't look like it. Looks like they have... their engines are completely flooded. They are listing really badly. Looks like a bunch of their turrets are destroyed. One of their turrets, it looks like they just built it at a bad angle. So even though it's a rear-facing turret, it can't actually face to the rear, only to the side. They're just showing their butt to us, which would work if we weren't just obliterating them with HE shells. I mean, the ship might sink due to fire. I mean, it is just... There's not much left of that ship, and there we go, it's sinking. Sunk to heavy flooding. Alright, I'm perfectly fine losing that destroyer. I feel like I've been a little bit lucky in these duels of facing those heavy cruisers with our light cruiser, even though they're pretty similar. Our funnel was hit. Not completely out of action. That's probably why we're going at a lower speed, because our rear funnel was hit. I really like this light cruiser, how we've built it. No torpedoes on it, but you guys know my feelings on torpedoes by now, if you've watched enough episodes. This might be a little boring rolling in, although we are getting some hits. Looks like a lot of their troop transports have taken a beating already. That one's sinking. This one should sink too. This one will probably sink. It's interesting that we've hit a bunch of them like that. Must just be like how the angle of the shells are going. No, we're not ending the battle. We're taking out all of their transports. What I would give for a ×10 speed right now, that would be phenomenal. Would really help speed up the boring parts of the battle. Should probably go on their port side because of the sun glare. I might do a slight course adjustment here. Not that they're hard to hit, because they're really slow. Troop transports are just really easy to hit. And this is just, you know, our ship, I've said this multiple times, completely designed to take on other light cruisers, destroyers, and troop transports, so it just destroys them at a incredibly fast pace. I think our 5.5 rounds per minute for 5-point-inch guns, and then nearly 20 rounds per minute for 1.5-inch guns. How many troop transports are left? Not many. I think that's the last. No, there's 2 more out there. One of them's engines are complete. Oh, okay, it's gone. And that ship's sinking rapidly, and that should be the battle. So, lost a destroyer. I don't really care about that. Luitpold. Yeah, the fact that we're able to take on that ship... Ooh, our light cruiser's a lot more expensive than their heavy cruiser. Interesting. But, oh, and our destroyer's expensive. So, that's a shame, but, you know, you can't have perfect victories every time. Alright, and the second battle, I'm not doing this. This is just... no. I'm not attacking a heavy cruiser with destroyers. It's just not smart in this game. So we will probably end the turn here, and we'll probably end the episode here. I think that's a good point to end. So we are currently at war with France. That was a goal of mine for a really long time. Not sure how much longer this campaign will last. Maybe we'll go to the 50s. I think the campaigns can go to the 60s now, but it'll just be one of those things where we sort of see how it goes. Probably 1950 is when we'll end this campaign. But I think we are doing well. I really like the ships we're building, and I like that we are finally at war with France. So if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. It really helps out a small channel like mine. And as always, guys, until next time.